Something with some CC. The Akali we were thinking about.
Yeah,
also
I think
going to be considered by BDD.
Moving down the tier list a bit, I feel like they're going to go for the Galio instead. I feel like Galio doesn't have the most synergy with Trundle. So obviously the pillar can be a bit of annoying terrain to deal with, but it kind of fits in with the theme of protecting this Zeri and keeping it safe. Now, Zed is actually a pick we used to see into Trundle, similar to like how the cannon would work. You can circumvent the pillar really easily.
Yep.
And you have so much burst damage. You're obviously a squishy champion, so his ult gets limited value. But also, if you're trying to kill this primary target of Zeri,
they lock it in.
It makes sense. It makes sense. They are all about killing Jiwoo, and they are giving themselves the tools to do so. DKing on everyone.
Oh my gosh. Instead, he's just going to do whatever he wants, I guess. As Amundo would provide just so much frontline. Cassante would do a very similar thing.
I think I prefer maybe the Mundo. Someone like a Zehen. I think you need a bit more for threat. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned about KT's composition here because, sure, if they can peel for Jiwoo, keep him alive through all the threats, he will be able to pump out damage, and you have a very bulky frontline. By that in this game.
Because going to get found here by Namgung, as he does just back away from this dragon. Actually wastes a fair bit of time, got through half of that Drake.
And a level 6 Zed is not to be tangled with.
No. And you can see Romer actually walks off to the side, is out of vision.
Well, Gideon's been spotted, and it's like 12 seconds until his shadow's back up.
Well, this is a little bit rough. Cuz could throw down. Okay, there's the ult. He's being throwing things down. Teddy might be in a little bit of trouble as the final chapter is not quite able to do too much. Extendo Beam also doesn't find the mark, as there's at least a cannon going over to Teddy. But now Cuz picks up the aggro on this Drake, and the Bros are going to get pushed away. But the Bros probably just wanting to deny Drakes from now on, because KT's composition a little bit like a Juggernaut, as Cuz in a little bit of trouble. There's a great stun on a BDD. Still Namgung has to flash. I wanted to tango with this Trundle. It's a power point here for the Bros.
I mean,
in goes Jiu. Pop Blossom is going to pick him up. Teddy gets exhausted, but he cleanses it. And that is first blood going over to Jiu Zeri as teleports are coming in from everyone. Roma coming down here to try and deal with this as Gideon wanting to get on over here. There is the stun. They do manage to get the follow-up kill onto Cuz, but it's Jiu staying alive. Look at how many summoner spells were used by KT.
It's you playing in the banana brush to try and have some cover, but now he's potentially going to be flanked here. Just have the dash to go over the wall.
Namgung has flash. Voidseeker does come down. There is the teleport in from Perfect, as Gideon just flashes in, but it's still going to be the Drake secured by KT. Perfect tries to lock down the bottom lane, but Teddy is able to keep himself safe. There is that Chemtech Soul that we were talking about before. Does actually come on in, as the Voidseeker does find Jiu. And now a teleport in from the Renekton, a possible angle here for the Bros as BDD, heroic entrance at the ready. But it looks like they're just going to give this one up. Casting is going to come out of this brush and find an angle towards Cuz. Subjugate actually already down, as there is the Pop Blossom from Namgung, but it just does nothing at all. As KT, perfect defensive play.
If you just explode Zeri, I feel like the KT comp might flounder.
They may not have very much to do. Now Gio is just going to skate on over towards Roma. Bear goes down, there's the exhaust though, and goodbye Annie. Wasn't a whole lot they could do about that one.
Great read of the play. You know, having cleanse as well means Roma just can't really do anything in that situation to shut down Jiwoo. And a third kill for the Zeri is really twisting the knife right now.
Oh, that was a bit cute. Trying to take this Rift Herald away from Cuz, and they still managed to get the charge.
That was well played.
That was very cute. And now there's the Flash Bear already skating over the wall. Gorgeously played. BDD does make his way in and doesn't quite find the taunt. As Gideon going to get that wrap around. The rest of KT now moving over to try and help out. Shurikens come down, the extender beam comes in.
Look at casting, look at him go.
Yeah, stacking up all of that rage. Now can he try and find an angle? The Flash Pop Blossom picks them all up into the back. There goes Teddy as they've taken down the President. and the cat does find another target to get on top of, but no one can do enough damage to take care of the bros, and they're going to be able to get themselves a dragon, maybe even a baron off the back of that play.
Three members of KT and Jiwoo, not long till he respawns. Already they're getting shredded.
Yeah, this is a really difficult baron. They are doing a lot of damage to it, but they are just going to back away.
And such a heavy cost because now they have to back off and the dragon can be taken.
Well, the bear comes down. Can they actually get a pick? They can! They baited BDD, who now flashes the wrong direction. Now I'm going looking for an angle. Gideon can get over that wall if he does get a shadow back.
There's no CC. You can just try TP now. There's no one in range. But he actually just walks it off.
Oh, wait. They're just going to get soul point anyway.
Yeah, that's sort of... They left the dragon. They should have just taken the dragon. They didn't respect the Huni Baron, and they end up paying for it.
Bleed. Or something like that. As we're going to have a look at this one from Namgung once again.
Do
Do you think he wanted to kill Zeri?
I get the vibe.
Yeah. The Drake has now spawned. You've got a crocodile lying in wait in the river, natural habitat. And he does get spotted here by BDD. All right, Perfect also spotted out of position.
I'm going to still chunked at this point, thanks to a bit of damage from Jiwoo.
Oh, okay. In they go, looking for a bit of an angle here. As Perfect taking a lot of damage here from Teddy. Shape Splitter does come out. There's a flash in from Namgung. They killed him again! They traded, but they've managed to take down the president. As now Kuz is going to get dove on by Teddy's killer instinct. They'll take a mid out of turret. They should. Oh, are we doing it again? Guys, just take the dang dragon.
So aggressive. And just stepped forward and just challenged them. And Namgung was low, he died, he gets the knock-up, and that's enough. And I just think this is not how you need to play this composition. Because
you have to be so careful. Deathmarks are trying to avoid some damage, but still BDD manages to take down the Zed. Remember, this is Seoul, but they just lost their jungler. BDD is taking a lot, but there is Teddy. The all-out comes in, he flashes, but he's still going to go down. Now Namgung and Roma are here. I mean, there is some damage from this Annie, but I think this is still Chemtech Seoul.
Yeah.
I stand by what I said. Just take the dang dragon.
Not a fan of the dragons, are the bros.
Well, they are a fan of just diving on top of this area and killing her. So they trade that for the Drake. Perfect taking some damage. A Pop Blossom comes up cooldown. They pull Perfect into the sky. Casting's going to get taken down, though. The war of attrition is being won, and Kuz is a Trundle with a Chemtech Soul Bro. And you gave it to him.
They didn't have their DPS there to shred through. And yes, they killed Jiwoo. It's the Zed. He was so low when he went for this, and he kind of just face checked. He could have gone like further down and just gone over the wall.
Or it's something Pocket Watch, I'm pretty sure.
The Death Stance component.
Yeah.
Yeah. 13 seconds. Jiwoo is the main character. Can they take him out? That's the question.
The winner of this goes to playoffs. And Namgung is going to make the play. He gets on top. There's another killer instinct for Teddy. This time he's not able to finish off the target in Jiwoo. He kites away. Casting gets into the backline. Teddy has taken down Perfect, though the top laners have been traded. Tibbers will be taken down. It's a 1-for-1. Yeah.
It's not long till that's going to be up and available. And Jiwoo has nothing left.
Wait a second. Well, they're on the Elder Dragon now. Kuz is going to move on over. And Teddy, as soon as he gets here, he does so much DPS. Gideon in the back of this pit. The Elder does not do that much damage. Okay, Mega Cone angle. Mega Cone angle. They could get a Renekton in there on top of that as well. Roma, don't press it just yet. Okay, KT just trying to keep them at bay. Who gets the Elder, and do they even look for the fight as Roma just gets into that backline? Who are wanting to try and find the angle, but Jiwoo is so safe. Still, they've taken down the jungler, and another Pop Blossom. This Namgung guy always finds his mark as Perfect, trying to get away. BDD as well, trying to escape, but the wrath of the Elder will bear down on KT. And I think they're going to have to be waiting for a match against either BK Fearex or Nongshin, because the bros are going to playoffs.
After such a tense back and forth, 5 whole games in our first match of play-ins, the best of the Rise group take down KT. Down.
I I think so. He was like ready to leave. He's like, it's time to go. It's time to go. Right, Juke, right? Teddy will be able to basically 3-hit the Nexus if they do get anywhere near it. As BDD going for a potential angle, but they are so nifty. They just get out of the way. BDD goes golden, possibly going to get separated as he flashes away, taken down to 50%. Every time Teddy presses Q, I'm terrified for someone's life. As Gio going to get tagged by that Void Seeker. Perfect, look at that. I mean, he's a tank. Doesn't find the Q there. Supercharger just enough here to get Teddy out of the way as he avoids the prowling projectile there as well. But KT are still holding on. The Bros just, I think they're feeling a little bit scared of making this last play. Let's see, there it is! Namgung's never scared! Teddy gets that ultimate off, but Gio just slides over the Nexus. Now it's KT's turn to try and find an angle, but BDD just gets cut in half. Still, Teddy might get taken down to the GA, and there it is! Perfect finds it! And now Casting's trying to get away. Perfect's going to respawn, but there it is! And Gio's still alive, only Gideon is left up! And they have to kill him because there is only one Nexus turret, and now can KT win the game? Elder Dragon.
BDD needs to TP in before
Look
the
at
fight
the damage
starts.
Teddy does here. Like, KT
The
needs to
laser.
move in immediately.
The laser hits Gideon. He's kind of chunked out. He needs to pick up that honey fruit. They've
Right.
spotted out Casting.
Yeah, BDD looking for an angle here as they're just holding the Drake. They don't want to take it down. They don't want to go for a 50-50 as they pull it away. And now, Namgung, can he find the Pop Blossom? It all hinges on him. Gio is so far away.
Are hitting the base of Bro.
They're also conga lining towards the base of KT as well, as we speak.
Recalls are coming in.
Oh, they are
Casting is going to go back to, and oh, damage there.
Perfect, taking a fair bit here. But they do go back to try and defend the base. Here's the teleport in. Casting's getting a big old shield.
Damage gets taunted.
Yep, that is going to be the Pop Blossom, but it doesn't do nearly as much. Still, they find the backline. Perfect, taking out Teddy. There's the Elder and KT. They've turned it all around. They're going to ace the Bros, and they are going to playoffs and joining their Legend Group brethren after the Elder was stolen away. They were so close. One Nexus turret away from defeat. They turn it on its head, and this could be the first victory for Gio wearing the KT jersey. And it's in 5 games against the Bros here in play-ins for 2026. My God, what a ridiculous series.